All right, so I've been having a lot of questions again on salinity balance. Those of you who have been following my channel have probably already seen the salinity balance videos I did last year. So I'm going to do a couple more, and if you can bear with the barking dog from my next door neighbor, I'll get right to it. All right, so there's not really that many Tarsacci videos on YouTube, especially showing the intricate details of how to set up a Tarsacci, and especially the salinity. So what I'm going to do is what I've been mostly fascinated with and intrigued with, rather, is the finding of small gold while still ignoring foil, small foil that is. And I discovered this like 2 years ago, and so I'm going to show exactly really what you need to do to get the Tarsacci salinity balance set up to find that small gold while still rejecting foil. And generally speaking, as I'll demonstrate, foil is not going to be picked up by the Tarsacci when you have the salinity balance set right. When it's much more than 2 inches deep into the ground, you're just not going to pick it up, okay? But you're going to pick that gold up. So let's get started with them. All right, so here's a gold ring that I found in the water last year. Those of you who have seen my water videos have probably remember seeing it. And as you can see, it is 18 karat. Some kind of inscription on there too. But anyway, those of you who have done your gold homework with the Tarsacci will know that the pure refined gold, I have a 1 gram raw nugget, thanks to Steve Hirschbach. Thanks, Steve. When you sweep the coil over that 1 gram gold nugget, it's going to read pretty high. In fact, it's going to read like 8. Okay, now 8 is normally a pretty big size ring. In fact, 8 is usually about, I would say, around 7-8 grams. Okay, now, however, this 18 karat gold refined gold ring, which is that's a lot of gold, is only going to read like 4 to 5, 3 to 5, but generally basically like 4. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, like when you're dealing with 10 karat, a thicker 10 karat gold ring is gonna read higher, number 2, way over foil. But a thin 10 karat gold ring is gonna read around 4, just like this 18 karat ring. Okay, so it's good to to keep these things in mind. But generally speaking, what I like to do is I'm shooting for the numbers on a Tarsacci that are basically 3 to 5 when I'm looking for small gold. Okay, I always dig those numbers. Okay, and if you got your salinity set right, you should be finding it. Okay, so I'm in my test garden right now, and what I have here is just a regular thin piece of foil, but it's a nice size piece of foil. Heck, it's about bigger than a diameter as a quarter. And then I've got the 18 karat gold ring. Both of these items both read basically the exact same thing on the Tarsacci VDI. Allow me to demonstrate. And this is my test garden that I cleaned out like 4 feet deep, and then removed all the ferrous, all the metal period with a 71 kilohertz gold bug too. So there's the ring, and let's see if we can get the VDI in here in the same. And, oh, I want to note that here's my settings. Okay, black sand is on because I'm right under power lines. They're not far away. I've got the salinity off just to show you the VDI of both these things. Threshold -2 because of EMI. Tracking's off. Of course, we're in 18 kilohertz. We're looking for testing for small gold. Ground balanced at 534, but I put it up 50 points as per Dimitar's instructions for optimal performance. And the sensitivity is only at 4. Again, this is only for test, and we're dealing with EMI. So here is the gold ring. Okay, and so you can see, like I said, it's like 4 or 5, mostly 4. And then here's the foil. Okay, so it hits dead on 4. All right, before we go any further, let's talk about how we use the salinity balance to, first of all, balance out or cancel out foil. Okay, so first of all, we want to note that, there we go, that is the Tarsacci reacting to foil with the salinity balance off. Okay, now my magic number, as most of you guys already know, contrary to what my video said a year ago, is through extensive trial and error, and also with the help of Keith Southern, I found that 43 is the magic number for me. Now, you know, Keith, in his dirt, 45 is actually best for him. But I like 43, and you may like a number that's even higher or lower. You got to find out. You got to find out what's best in your dirt. Okay, I have, as you can see, my ground balance is only 584. This is mild dirt. Let me put the salinity on. Okay, and I'll take the number and screw it up down to 31, so foil will still register. Okay, so you see there it is. Salinity is at 31. Now, here's the important thing to note on how to do a proper salinity balance, basically on any. All right, now before you use the salinity balance to cancel out your foil, you want to make sure that the foil is mixed in with the dirt. And what I recommend is simply just taking the dirt and covering it over the foil. Now, if you try burying it, it's probably not a good idea, because the Tarsacci, it doesn't pick up foil very well at all in the ground in the first place. Okay, so you want to have some kind of dirt over it. Okay, so there's the foil. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to set the salinity balance with that dirt on it, and the salinity is at 31 right now, and it is highlighted. And I'll sweep the coil. Notice how I sweep the coil, and you gotta, it might go back into disc like that. You just got to keep pressing the terrain button, this button right here, to keep it in that all metal like that. Okay, so anyway, as long as you're pushing the arrows up, it's not gonna go back into disc. So I'm at 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. It's breaking up. 38, 39, 40. It's about gone at 41. I'll lower it some more. 42, 43. That's my number. Okay? Just want to demonstrate. See, you'll still get a response from that surface foil if you start scrubbing it. But once you raise it, the response is very weak, contrary to the gold ring right there. Okay. Okay, I can raise that coil good 6 inches and it's still gonna bang on it. See the foil? Nothing, okay? And so basically that's what you get when you're when you've got foil in the dirt. Let me demonstrate. So I'll take the foil and I'll put it in the ground, the hole, and cover it. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Nothing that you're gonna get down and start digging for, at least. Okay, so however, dig the foil, get the foil out of here, and then I'll put the gold ring in. Notice, bam, all day long. And I'm about good 5 inches above that hole. Okay, now is I'm going to take that same gold ring and put it at the bottom of the hole, and then take this nice size piece of foil, okay, cover it, and generally any other metal detector is not going to see that ring. It's going to see the foil, because the foil would be masking the ring. Okay, it's not the case with Tarsacci. Okay, if anything, it's louder. 4 or 5. Okay, so that just shows you the power of the multi-domain technology. And once you're able to set it up right, the results can be really fantastic, to say the least. Okay, or rather impressive. I'm getting a lot of calls lately from the guys on the East Coast. A lot of Tarsacci's being used out there for relic hunting now. It's really thrilling to see what these guys are digging up, the colonial coins and buttons and 1812 relics, something that I'll never see around here. But they're discovering the power of the multi-domain technology. And you know, there's a lot to this machine, though it's very simple to operate. There's no sub-menus, confusing sub-menus, and all kinds of bells and whistles you don't need. But what it does have, you have to learn it. You have to learn how to use certain things in conjunction with other things, like I showed on my video, and it's not that hard to figure out. I talk with my friend Greg Massini out at Transbay Detectors, who's also a Tarsacci dealer. If you're living in the California area and you're in the Bay Area, stop by and see him. The man's been detecting since the 70s and really knows his stuff. And Greg and I talk a lot about the valuable aspects of just the all metal mode. Tarsacci offers a true analog all metal mode, and that's a whole nother topic. But this detector is really an amazing detector, especially once you get that time in. You're going to be amazed at the stuff you'll be pulling out of areas that you've already hunted, especially if they've got a lot of iron and the ground is really hot, mineralization speaking. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'm going to try to get my number up on the screen, and check out the Tarsacci forums website for more information, and also the guys around the country and around the world that are using this detector and having great results with it. So this is Aaron. Thanks a lot for watching. Out.